welcome everyone to the 2021 Inclusion and Multicultural Engagement Banquet. I'm really excited to actually be able to see some faces and to see y'all come in and celebrate this group of graduating seniors, and thank you for guests who have come to support us and to support them. So we have a pretty short program today. That's the camera, the printing, my bad. And we just want to take some time to recognize what a big occasion this is for y'all who are graduating. So we want to kick it off to Liv Parks in just a second to give you all the time to come up and share some words of gratitude. This is something that the IME office always does every year at our banquet, is giving space and honoring seniors to say a few words to whoever you're grateful for. So Liv will talk more about that. But before we begin, I just want to introduce myself, although I know many of you, all of you. My name is Dominique Gardner. I'm the interim director of the IME office. I use she, her pronouns, and I have been here for 6 years now. This is really bittersweet for me because this is my last year at Lewis and Clark. My family and I were moving to Florida to be closer to family. So this is really special to me to be able to be here with you all and to see your faces and celebrate you, because each of you I feel like I've had a personal experience with it. It's been a really great time to see you all grow. I'm gonna not get emotional, but it'll probably happen. So with that, I wanna just kick it off. I wanna introduce Liv Parks, our program manager, who joined us in October of this year, and they have been amazing. And I'm sorry if you haven't gotten to work with them as much, but they are a rock star and so supportive of all students and our staff. And I don't know where I would be without Liv, so I want to kick it off to Liv to talk a little bit about the seniors and the recognition. So here we go.
Okay, I'm going to test that real quick, Mark. Cool. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry for some of you I can't see. My name is Liv Parks. My pronouns are they and them theirs, and I am, as Dome said, I'm lucky enough to be the program manager of the IME office since October. At this time in tonight's program, we want to acknowledge the incredible and resilient and powerful students who are graduating in 2021. What an absolute wild ride the last year has been. This group of talented students has successfully navigated the unprecedented and will soon be transitioning into post-college life to bring their knowledge and strengths to the world around them. I know I speak for the entire IME staff when I say that we are so incredibly proud of you. You did it, you're doing it, and there's absolutely nothing that you cannot do. So congratulations. Traditionally, seniors would now be able to come up to the podium and say a few words of reflection about their time at LC. We'd love to offer this to our seniors here tonight. And if you would like, please form a line over here with 6 feet between you and allow us to sanitize the podium between each person. Before you return to your seat, you can see Dome to receive your certificate of recognition and a cord for graduation and a gift to celebrate your successes. If you choose not to say a few words, which is absolutely okay, you can get your goodies before you leave the banquet later tonight. So would anyone like to start by saying anything?
Wow, I would just like to first say thank you to my family. Thank you to my mom for providing me this opportunity to go to college and giving me opportunities that she might not have had, and for her love and support throughout my 4 years here and furthering my education after this. And to my sister, who is a mentor and someone that I look up to a lot. She is an amazing woman, and so is my mother, of course. And I'm super appreciative of IME, of course. I've been a part of IME for the past 4 years, and I don't think I would have made it through Lewis and Clark without this kind of support and the people that I've met through IME. And gosh, thank you to my friends who are here. And I have grown a lot from them and from this experience, just being around so many BIPOC individuals, and through IME, especially through meeting Dominique Gardner, my mentor, friend, boss, and she is an amazing person. I want to thank her as well for her encouragement for my 4 years, and really she's the one who encouraged me to pursue my dreams and going into higher education. Oh my God, that's great. And so I'm really appreciative of her, and of course everyone else I've met through my time here. Thank you. Okay. So, starting off strong. I feel like I should be on KTLA 5 or something like that. Yeah, so I'd like to start off and thank everyone in this room. We may not have directly always hung out, but you all have impacted me in some way by being a part of this community, so thank you. Thank you to my family back home for providing me the building blocks to be a successful individual. You did not have everything easy in your life, and this is me saying thank you to you. So I just appreciate it and have so much gratitude for everything you've given me, and I promise you that I will use all the tools that I have to build a bright future. Thank you to Dome and IME. Dome and I like to joke that it only took me 4 years to get a one-on-one meeting with her. That's just because I always wanted to be Dome, and I wasn't ever ready to be like, hey Dome. But I always knew she was in my corner, and I think that's the reason why I was able to succeed on this campus, even with all the disparities that are present. And because of her and Ariel Valdez, I found my calling to higher education as well, and will be continuing at the grad school here at Lewis and Clark. Thank you. And then thank you to all my friends for making college fun and making all the hard times the easiest ones at the same time, because I always knew you were there to support me. Thank you, everyone. Roll Pios.
And just clip it on, keep the mic on too. I already wiped it down.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Now that I'm up here, it's not that intimidating. So I recommend this to all the other seniors. I guess I can start now. First off, I also want to thank my family. I think that our relationship changed so much since I was in high school, and I was not honestly expecting that, and I appreciate all the support, whether it was indirect or directly, always cheering me on. And my friends that I've created here, because they became like a second family to me, and I really do mean that. And I have always said that IME has been the tool that helped me find those friends and created that community. Honestly, without IME, I don't know who my best friends would have been. So yeah, I think that has been amazing, and the fact that they're part of Lewis and Clark College, which is not as supportive during times, but they always have that space, and I know that I can always walk in. I always walked in whenever, and I knew that whoever was in that office was going to help me, whether it was in the past Angela or Dome, and I really appreciate that. I really love that I had that experience, and I wish that future students continue to have that experience. And lastly, I just want to thank everyone in this room because, yeah, you also have impacted what my college experience was. And it changed me to want to also help my community. Sorry, I really need to sigh a lot. It helps me remind me to like breathe, that everything's gonna be fine, and whether things go as planned as I want them to or not, I know that I'm always gonna have this community. So thank you so much.
Oh yeah. I can't talk in it like this.
Just put it on your collar.
This is going to be short and sweet. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's impacted my college career. There's been so many people that I don't think we have time for me to name them all, but especially my parents and my closest friends. And I just want to shout out the whole IME program for the Great Expectations program. I had doubts going into that, and then we get there, and I had such a good time. I wish we did it again, like a senior trip. COVID, so we couldn't, but it was a great time playing basketball, playing pool, darts, whatever we had, and just getting to know people outside of football, and that was a big thing for me freshman year. So again, I just want to thank everyone in IME and everyone that impacted my college career.
Oh, wow, that's very bright. Yes, I guess I would just like to say thank you first off to all the donors that give to Lewis and Clark every year. Your donations made my education possible, not only mine, but my little sister, who is a rising senior, and she'll be here next year. I'm sure giving less words than me. And I would also like to say thank you to my mom. Gracias por darme el apoyo necesario para llegar a este punto. Te agradezco todo. Te quiero mucho, mamá. And I would also like to say thank you to all of my friends who helped get me here, even in times when I wanted to quit and give up, because it's hard sometimes to be away from your home country and your family. So thank you to everyone, especially everyone in here. Thank you so much.
Well, I think first of all, I'd just like to say thank you to the IME office for all of your support throughout this time at LC. I know that when I first transferred here, it was a really hard experience, just being in like a completely different environment, away from everything that I was used to. And although my home was 20 minutes away, it really felt like a world of a difference here at LC. So I really appreciate all of the support that I got from everybody here and just throughout my time here. And I'd also like to thank my parents for sacrificing absolutely everything just so I could have these opportunities that they just didn't necessarily have access to growing up. So I really appreciate that. And thank you to all of my friends who helped me get to this point. And again, to everybody here, even though we might have not interacted on the daily basis, I think everybody has an influence on our lives in such a small community like Lewis and Clark. So thank you for just being here and like putting your best out there. Yeah, I'm really going to miss Lewis and Clark. As like exciting as it is to graduate, I think there's always going to be a little part of me that is going to stay at Lewis and Clark. Yeah, thank you. Can I use this?
Okay, well, hi everyone. I don't know everybody in this room, but I obviously just feel a connection to everybody. Like when I walked in, I always just feel welcome in any room. And I transferred in my junior year, so I'm still kind of new. But I remember the first event that I really felt welcomed was the IME dinner, which was part of the first week. And that's when I kind of knew that Lewis and Clark was the right fit for me. So IME has always held a special place in my heart. And yeah, I'm just grateful for this experience and everybody. So yeah.
Hi everyone. Yeah, I'll keep this short and sweet too. I want to say thank you to my family for providing this education for me, and to my best friends for just supporting me throughout the entire time. Love you all. And yeah, also IME, because my first introduction was, I think, like the first week of school through GE, and yeah, I met some really amazing friends there, and it's life-changing, so thank you so much.
The camera? There we go. I just want to say thank you to my family, my mom, my sister, for supporting me through these 4 years at LC. I wouldn't have made this decision to come here without them. They believed in my education, they believed in my basketball career, and their support will never, not go unnoticed. I want to thank IME for the support this year, for believing me with this program, Men of Color Collective, and trusting me with coordinating and launching something that could hopefully be a foundation for years to come. And yeah, thank you.
Thanks everyone for coming up here and saying a little something, and congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank God, thank God. We're now going to go ahead and take a 15-minute intermission before resuming the program to recognize our 2021 Impact Award winners. Please feel free to use this time to keep your mask on and take a photo at our photo booth over there, or grab your gifts if you've not already received them. And thanks so much for being here.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for being here. I'm going to open up our IME 2021 Award Ceremony Banquet. Deconstructed banquet, as we're calling it this year. And I'm really excited to honor our award winners, our 4 award winners, with, there was nominations that we opened up to students, staff, and faculty. And I just want to say that I'm really proud of every award winner that we have, and it's a great honor every year. So I just hope that you know how much people recognize the hard work that you're putting in. So with that, we're going to get started, and at this point, I want to introduce Wendy from our office, who will introduce herself a little bit more, to do the Emerging Leader Award. Okay.
Alrighty, hi everyone. My name is Wendy Cano. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a current sophomore, and I'm pursuing a double major in Hispanic Studies and SOAN with a minor in Entrepreneurial Leadership and Innovation. I'm also a peer ed for the IME office. I'm here to present the Emerging Leader Award. This award recognizes first-year students who have demonstrated leadership, commitment, and a potential for further positive impact on our Lewis and Clark community. This year's award winner was nominated by a staff member on campus. When the nominator talked about our emerging leader, they said the following. Beginning with her interview, this person expressed a strong desire to support her peers and community while navigating her own vocational journey, something not common with first-year students. This nominee brings the same enthusiasm to her work in our office when she is advising on a resume as she does when completing less exciting administrative work, something that is appreciated by our team and her peers within the office. Her enthusiasm and leadership is even more noticeable outside of the office, where she is an active member of several student organizations and is always on the lookout for how she can build community among students at Lewis and Clark. I've been equally, if not more, impressed by the additional work that the nominee has taken on outside of the classroom. During her first year, where she brings the same enthusiasm and thoughtful insight to her work in the Senior Experience Committee and her participation in the Art for Social Change committee events. I am pleased to announce this year's Emerging Leader Award recipient, Kaya Savari. Yay, alrighty, congratulations. So I'll now pass it on to Luca. I don't know what I touched, so everything.
Thank you so much, Wendy. Hi, everybody. My name is Luca Sachs. I use he, him, and they, them pronouns, and I'm a current junior in the International Affairs and the Biochemistry programs. And I'm also peer ed for IME. I am here to present this year's newest award, Excellence in Inclusive Engagement. This award is presented to an undergraduate student who thrives towards working for a more socially just community at Lewis and Clark. They support diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives on campus. Whether this is from a particular leadership role or as a hidden figure supporting from behind the scenes, this student demonstrates a willingness to take action to create an inclusive community. Here's what the nominee wrote about our winner. There is nothing this person can't and hasn't done. She has been remarkably humble as she has worked with SLS, GLUE, CISA, the MENA Symposium, EIJC, Honor Board Chair for SOB, IME Mentor, and the Admissions Office. She is constantly putting in a lot of hard work to help her community to create as equitable an environment as possible and strives for justice. Apart from the many leadership roles that she has taken on, she also does as much as she can to make students feel as comfortable as possible on campus with a kind smile. She has never bragged or used her leadership positions irresponsibly. She has only ever been concerned with doing as much good as she can. I'm honored to give this year's Excellence in Inclusive Engagement Award to the Diana Pacheco. Diana is studying remotely this semester, but we have notified her of her award, and we will be mailing her her gift.
Hello, my name is Mark Figueroa, and I go by he, him pronouns, and I'm currently enrolled in the Graduate School of Education's Student Affairs program, and right now I am the IME Graduate Practicum student. I am here to present this year's Ray Warren Leadership Award. Ray Warren began his work at Lewis and Clark in 1987 as an Associate Dean of Admissions and was named Associate Dean of Students and Director of Ethnic Student Services in 1992. He was instrumental in admissions recruiting and in supporting students of color at Lewis and Clark. As a tireless advocate for diversity, he was sought out by students of all backgrounds, in large part because of his keen ability to listen carefully and his wise advice. Ray cared deeply for all the students at the college, and he cared deeply about the mission and the values and making Lewis and Clark the most welcoming and diverse community possible. This award is presented to a graduating senior who poses a spirit of determination, care, open-mindedness, and optimism. They have had demonstrated leadership on campus and a commitment to diversity and multicultural education. Here's what the nominators said about this year's award winner. This year, he started the Men of Color Collective at Lewis and Clark. He was the art curator for the 2021 Ray Warren Symposium. He has an internship through our Entrepreneurship Center with David Nurse and is a member of the basketball team. His initiative to create a Men of Color collective helped give a voice, community, and representation to BIPOC and male-identifying athletes on campus. I think it was a powerful use of his skill and passion for photography to make his peers feel seen and visible, and to collaborate with IME to help make the program more sustainable. I think his leadership will also be missed on the basketball team. He is creative, he's intuitive, and truly cares about the other people and their experiences here at Lewis and Clark and beyond. I'm very excited to see where his life takes him, and consider myself extremely lucky to have had the chance to work with him this year. I am pleased to announce this year's recipient of the Ray Warren Leadership Award is Daylon Floyd.
Struggle with this. Yeah, no. Oh, God. Really? Okay, wait, sorry. Nice.
Great. Hello. My name is Sabrina Murray. I use she, her pronouns, and I am a senior sociology and anthropology major with a double minor in English and ethnic studies, and I am also one of the peer educators. And I am here to present the Christy Williams Staff and Faculty Impact Award. Christy Williams was a member of the advising staff whose work touched the lives of an untold number of students over more than 30 years with the college. This award recognizes staff and faculty members who continue Christy's legacy, going above and beyond their role and responsibilities to work towards IME's core values by supporting underrepresented students and fostering a diverse and inclusive campus community committed to social justice. The nomination said the following: I think this person should be recognized for his contribution to the Student Life, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. He is part of the subcommittee that plans the social justice dialogues for staff and puts a lot of thought, time, and energy into helping craft thoughtful and relevant dialogue topics. He is also an assistant coach for the men's basketball team and has been a pillar of support for the BIPOC men on his team, particularly through the murder of George Floyd and the subsequent protests over the summer of 2020. When I think of someone on this campus who supports underrepresented students and pushes for equity and inclusion, I think of this person. I am pleased to congratulate this year's Christy Williams Impact Award winner, Coach Randall Jackson. And now I will introduce Liv Parks again for a special announcement.
Okay, not so fast, Dominique Gardner. We have one final award winner we need to recognize. This year, we have 2 winners of the K. Williams Staff and Faculty Impact Award. In addition to wonderful Randall, congratulations, our second winner is our very own Dominique Gardner. On behalf of the Division of Student Life, Robin Holmes Sullivan has nominated Dominique Gardner for the K. Williams Staff and Faculty Impact Award. Dome demonstrates the characteristics, the passion, and the commitment to our students and to the LC community that embody this award. She is forever mindful of the importance of equity and inclusion and inspires others to create a Lewis and Clark community in which students, staff, and faculty can not only survive but truly thrive. Robin says in her nomination, Dome displayed courage and leadership to push the Division of Student Life toward becoming a more equitable and inclusive place. She co-chaired the Division of Student Life's Diversity and Equity Committee and challenged all of us to do more, to do better, and to be courageous in the face of inequities and discrimination that our students experience at LC, in the community, and in this country. She gave us the tools and the spirit to do better and to be better. We are all grateful for knowing Dome, for being inspired by her, and for learning from her. If we have learned anything from her, it is that we have a responsibility to carry on the amazing work that she started. We must do so for our community and for our students. Additionally, from her colleague and co-chair of the Student Life Diversity and Equity Committee and Associate Dean of Students, Kaylee McCauley, says, Dome's work is heart work, and she does this genuinely by openly sharing her own experiences and finding ways to deeply connect with others. She pours value into others without asking much for herself. We developed a bond at our first GE retreat when we began our time at LC together. It was evident in the quiet moments where we had side conversations about our hopes and dreams for DEI at LC that Dome was going to make an impact for the betterment of our community, and she has done just that. Congratulations, Dome. We love you. And surprise. Good.
Wow, I didn't see that one coming, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, for watching, for everyone who has supported both our seniors and our Impact Award winners this year. I'm really proud of everyone and really grateful to have this opportunity to work with our students, our staff, our faculty here at Lewis and Clark, and it's a very bittersweet time as it comes to a close. Since I have a captive audience, I'm just gonna go ahead and say thank you to my staff this year. We did a little dinner beforehand and got to share some feelings because that's what I do on my team, but thank you so much to Liv, to Mark, to Wendy, Luca, Sabrina, and Leo, who put in a lot of hard work this year to engage students in times that were really difficult to do so. So I'm so proud of each and every one of you. And I'm so happy that we got to have this in person, even if it was a smaller version of what it normally is. So thank you so much for being here, for watching, and for continuously supporting the IME office. So with that, I'll close it.